green. Greece, di ba yun? Hindi.
Hindi.
Yung malaki,
Mostly castle sa
Russia?
Greece eh.
baka.
There's a country called Greenland, but it's
Yan, Greenland.
Greenland.
hindi green.
Hindi green.
It's
Ice.
ice.
Samantalang sa
Full of snow.
Iceland.
There's no green in Greenland.
Bakit? Ulang, bakit? Greenland.
Tinawag na siya na Greenland.
It's called Greenland, but it's Iceland is green.
Mm.
Greenland is snow only.
Yeah. Sa Iceland, na ano.
May ano din doon.
Diba? Country.
Ano, Iceland or Greenland?
Greenland.
Ay, maliit na population.
Mahirap mo ano doon.
Small farm.
Ang German pala yung pinakamalaking grass.
Greenness.
Greenest.
Ang Germany talaga?
Maraming,
A lot of trees, because they have,
Kaya pala
ano,
siguro,
there's not
kaya
a
pala
lot
siguro
of,
safe sila.
oh, Germany safest country in the world.
Kaya nga, kasi,
safest and greenness.
Oo, safest daw. Kasi, diba, yung green, diba, green, wait lang huwag ka muna, diba, green, diba, sabi nila, kapag titingin ka lang sa punuan, mawawala na yung problema kasi nakaka-relax
Wala,
sa mata. Kaya siguro parang positive lang sila doon.
Depends.
Kasi,
Because Germany is a country,
Dito kasi yun.
it's very, strict in schedule, strict in procedure,
Yeah.
protocol. That's why it works, the
Yeah.
government works, everything. There's not much, corruption in Germany.
Yeah, I've heard of that. And do you remember what's that German lady
Angela Merkel.
na she didn't continue the meeting or something because the person was late? The Russian,
I don't know.
basta, yung Russian president na, basta, the lady from Germany, she said that she's always punctual. And then the person she was about to meet up with was very late, so she left. She's so sassy.
Ito,
Sassy.
Parang
because Germany doesn't have
na?
sassy.
ano sasa?
Parang
Like, you have confidence in yourself.
parang kung
Hindi ko na siya kailangan, gano'n.
ganyan.
Because at the moment, Germany has a female leader, which is perfectly fine. She's doing very well.
Ay, president ka ng babae.
Walang president, chancellor.
Chancellor.
Diba?
Hala?
Diba? It's very democratic. Because Germany is a country that's coming back from,
Chancellor.
19, the World War. They were responsible. So they're, like, in Germany, especially the government, a lot of people still treat it like we have to make up for the mistakes of the past leaders. So a lot of people, I don't know. Some people, they think Germany and they think already bad things.
Because of what happened before.
Because of what happened, and a lot of Germans say, like, we're not proud of what he did. We don't accept what that happened. And then in Germany, like, for example, trees. They don't cut every tree down. If they have a forest, they mark trees a certain distance away from each other, and then they cut down those trees, so it's still a forest, and so that they can grow back.
Okay. I get it.
Ano guys, te?
So, for example, ang daming trees.
Kaya tapos,
Hindi nila kinakat lahat ng puno. Parang imamark nga na ito. Tapos yung agwat doon, dito lang yung ikat. Para puno pa rin. May mga puno. Forest pa rin. Hindi yung...
So, like, if they have a dense forest, they'll take away, I don't know, 20% of the trees, but it'll still look like a dense forest. So, for example, look at the maize, the corn here, around here. They say every 5 pieces of corn, they take one. And that's it.
Ganda yung... Hindi yung... Trim lang lahat.
It's really flat in Germany. The, forest as well.
You said like in Baguio?
Oh,
That's
like,
very dense.
the trees,
denser.
A lot denser.
Ayun din.
Makapal. Parang mabibigat talaga. Thick.
Hindi ako matapos ito isa. Bukas na.
Sarap mo.
Kasi,
Kain ka marami.
pero tinong kain ng kain ba? Nabuang naman ko.
Tama lang. Yan. Tama lang na kumain ka ng marami.
Dahil dun sa 3 araw.
It's sad though because I realized that homeless people in Germany, they still earn more than some people who work every day here in the Philippines. 'Cause if you work hard some days in the Philippines, what's like the because sometimes in Germany you can earn like 5 euros a day. That's already 250 pesos. You can earn more than that if you're begging, if you're just sitting there. People, it will pile up. People will give you like. Because I've seen people throw away money. I've seen people throw away 5-cent coins. They're just too small. They're never gonna use it. They just throw it there, drop it. It's like a small coin, like that big. They don't use it. I'm not saying everyone does that. I'm saying I've seen people do that. 1-cent coins as well. But like, if you pile those up, 5-cent coins, 5-cent coins, 5-cent coins.
It's gonna be a lot.
Plus, I know myself where to find them. Like, if you pick up because there's like a circus area. If you look just like that much under the dirt, there are coins everywhere. People don't use them. So, like, a lot of people.
High
if you're homeless,
standard of living.
yeah. Like if they want to, I'm saying you can survive. It's
Yeah,
impossible,
even if you don't.
almost impossible to starve in Germany because there are homeless shelters. There are, and the people. I don't know for sure, but the people who don't want to work, that's they always get chances to work, even if it's a small job. Germany needs jobs at the moment. The problem in Germany is because it is so safe, because it is so, green, because there are not so many problems there, the people relax. For example, you get a man 30 years gets married to a girl. They have 1 child. They grow old, they're 80 years old. Child is 50. He doesn't have a son. Or maybe he just has one son, one daughter. Eventually, there's just gonna be a lot of older people and not as
Like
many
in
young.
Canada.
There's a problem in Germany.
Mas madaming all.
Hindi siya nakanganak ng marami.
Children. In Germany, there are 17 families that only have 1 child or no children. Because the healthcare as well is so good in Germany. So people grow older, they don't die. Or they live longer. They used to go in seniors' homes, and people have to pay for them, their children. What if they don't have children? The government pays. So there's problems wherever you go.
Imposible mag-home. Germany.
Oh, nearly.
Nearly impossible.
For a refugee, it's impossible. There's no excuse.
They give free food.
Because there's a camp for refugees, and you get 3 meals a day. Also, certain documents allow you to get food from McDonald's or Burger King. Show you a document, they have to give you food.
Hello.
And also they get the healthcare too. That's why a lot of people want to come to the refugees. That's why they always want to come to Germany.
They are not dangerous. The refugees are not dangerous.
Not all.
Not all, because I don't know. A lot of people need it. They're affected by war. There's a family that my family is close to. They're refugees. My dad asked, because it's only an older son, so the oldest son, older daughter, and three young girls, and then the mother. And my dad asked the young girl, "Where's your dad?" And she went, "He was killed by the war." So they went all the way from Syria to Germany. and they got in as refugees. But there are people who need them, who need the support. And then there are people who there are not many, but there are people who are terrorists who want to get in. There are people who want to abuse the system, who they pretend that they need help, and then they get, because you get money from being a refugee, you get a certain allowance. There's a story, because I didn't believe it. I heard so many things like that, and I didn't believe it. I was like, oh, come on, they all need help. But my dad told me a story. It's one of his colleagues is a firefighter, and there was a fire in a refugee house. So he was one of the firefighters there. So this is the house. There was a fire here. The firefighters put it out. But it's procedure that they go in, they check if there's anyone left, and they come out. And it's one of their jobs. The firemen went in with 5 others, went inside the building from here, check. And here, in this area, where they were sleeping, they found money. A lot of money, like some like stacks hidden in clothes, in suitcases, in jacket pockets. And like, why do they have money if they're some families, they had like a very little, but some people had like briefcases, like nice briefcases full of, not full, but some money, like that much. And so like, okay, you can take your savings, but it's enough money to be safe in that country, you know. But they had found stacks because the people had to run out, of course, because there was a fire. They found money there, just enough money, like not euros, but like currency of that country. It's crazy.
And who would bring that much money if you're a refugee?
If you're a refugee, right? Like, I understand you can take if you're leaving your country, like for example, you leave your home, you take all the money you have, but if they need that much help, that you have to, because there are certain routes you can take that get you into the country easier, right? Because some
Refugee can be a citizen
of the country.
of the German.
Wait, you mean like can become a German citizen? Oo.
Could
But
be,
after a
in a
certain
long
time, and you have to learn the language, you have to take an exam.
Sa mahabang panon, siguro 5 years or more.
If the refugee will come back to their country.
Kung
They don't
okay
want to.
Yeah.
Well, syempre, they don't want to leave. But
Kasi
they have
safe na
to.
sila dun.
Oo.
If the government will say that they will come back.
You have to go back. They will run. They will not want to go back until the war is
Mahirap.
over.
Especially sa
Ano
Syria.
yung Syria? Ano po nandyan? Bakit puro gera?
May
I don't.
mga
Best to not
Islamic
get
na.
into it.
Ganyan lagi talaga. May mga hindi nagkakaunawaan, then may mga nagre-rebelde sa government.
Some people want this, other people don't want it, so they fight back.
Grabe.
Parang rally lang din, pero mas intense dun. Kasi
Also,
pinapaglaban talaga nila.
because they're not just refugees from Syria. They're from
Is
different
the
parts of
refugee
Africa.
can work in the...
Refugee? Depends, like, I don't know. Because first, before you can work, you have to learn the language. There's schooling there as well. You have to learn. Of course, they can work, but they're not going to get big jobs straight away.
What is
Like-
their language?
I don't know. Because they're different languages. Because they're different, first of all, dialects. But there are refugees coming from
Ay, may iba't ibang dialect
East
sila.
Europe. There are refugees coming from Africa, from Syria, Middle East.
Ay, kawawa din yung African.
There's a boy in my school. Have you heard of the Green Giant? He's a giant. He's a very big person, but he's really gentle. So he helps people, and he's a nice guy. But everybody's scared of him because this is the normal human. This is him. So they're always scared of him. He's like that. He's from Cameroon, Africa. He's a really big guy, really muscular. I don't know. In the movies, when they have the really chiseled face, manly. His name is Franklin. He's in our school. He's 17 years old. I think he's 18 now. And he's taller than Tanner. Taller than Tanner. More muscular than Tanner. But he's in our class. Because at the age of 14, 15, he left Cameroon and he walked and he walked and he walked day after day. And he traveled with strangers. He just made his way from Cameroon to from country to country, from place to place, until he made it to Spain. And from Spain, he took a boat from somewhere all the way to Spain. And then in Spain, he lived for a year as a waiter. Learned the language quickly. He was very young. He was too young to work, but he looked big enough, so they gave him work. And then he took a boat from Spain to Germany, and now he's in our school. Everybody knows he's a refugee, but he 2 years it took for him to get to Germany alone. And he doesn't like
He's alone?
Oh, the whole way. It's like you walking from here to
Where's his
Germany.
family?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Maybe something bad happened.
Why he called refugee? Because of
Because he's, I don't know,
He ran away.
he left his home because it was dangerous. Because in Africa, there's a lot of
Umalis na siya.
We talked about child soldiers, child soldiers. Alam mo, child soldiers. Just very young people, young
Knows
kids.
how to shoot na.
Who there's like the reason they use child soldiers is because they're afraid of fighting or of getting hurt or of their families getting hurt. Especially, for example, like Kisses, my and all of us, we're very close to our families, right? We want to protect them. But because if we were younger, like 12 years old, and some big guy said to you, hey, if you don't fight, we're going to hurt your family. You're going to get scared. They always listen because they don't know what else to do. Because they're so young.
how he escaped.
Got a good
How he doesn't want
just
to
walked.
talk. He ran. He knew people he said who were child soldiers. And they have to, it's like giving a small kid a big gun and then saying, kill. It's like that. He ran.
Nakakatakot naman yun. He don't want that life siguro, that's why he ran.
But he's so nice. Seriously. Except in sports. Everybody wants him on the team. We played rugby. 3 boys jumped on him and he was still running. Still, 3 boys, and then he's just still carrying them. Crazy.
He's your friend? The one that you said,
He's in our school.
the night,
Green Giant.
the green
He's black, but he's in our school. He's in our village. His name is Franklin. Cool guy. He plays the guitar well.
And then, where is house? Who is with him?
Huh? He came here as a refugee, and a girl in our school, her mother is a lawyer, and she was his lawyer. Like she works for the government, and the government appointed her as his lawyer. And then, because her daughter is in our school, her mother got him into the school too. So he's learning in a good school.
Nice.
He's matalino din.
Depends, because he's smart. Like, if we have to do something in art or we have to build something, not out of anything. Like, if he was here for the Pulungkit, he can make so many different things.
Yeah, because he's experienced a lot in
He
that.
did a lot of that. But in things like,
But he is alone in his house.
he lives with the
Lawyer.
lawyer. And
That's nice.
he's friends with the people who they don't really have, like, for the people who don't usually have friends. Like, they're
Always
very
help others.
shy, and he's always nice to them. So it's like a big
always
guy.
help.
And also it's so nice to teach him, or to help him. Like the teachers, the students, they always like to help him because he's so big, but he's willing to show that he doesn't know how to do something, which is very rare in Germany. You don't usually show you can't do something.
Like the
So he's
sign
like,
you said.
if you teach him something simple, he will like focus really. It's like almost like funny. He's like a really big guy, and it's just like, so if you do that,
Guys are all over the city, and he's very, very good. He's awesome. Like DJ, just all the walls. Paint him up. Paint him up. I want a mermaid, a